Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am really excited for today's video because we are playing around with the new ColourPop and Twilight New Moon collection that was just released, and we swatch the shades, we play around with all the different colors. That is how I got this look. So you guys, before we jump into it, if you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell for notifications of new videos. If you like this video, make sure to hit a big thumbs up. But if you want to see how I got this look using the new ColourPop and Twilight New Moon collection, just keep watching. Okay, you guys, I have the new ColourPop and Twilight New Moon collection in front of me. I wasn't sure if I wanted to use it today because it's very fall vibes when it comes to the color story, but then I was like, I really do want to play around with it. Before we dive into the swatches of the palette, there is the Soul Body. What is this? The Glow Oil, and it's kind of a gold shade. This one is in It's a Wolf Thing, which is why I have a sleeveless shirt. It's like 33 degrees here right now, and I'm like, the only reason I have a sleeveless shirt on right now is because of this Glow Oil. But I figured we would try it out and see, because I'm intrigued to see what it looks like. Okay, so we've got, it's really pretty gold. It's like disappeared. I'll put it over here where I don't have any tattoos. I'm intrigued to see, like, maybe this has a really pretty sheen, like, out in the sun, which we don't currently have any sun in Germany. It's just kind of gray and gloomy sometimes. Okay, so I can see some of the sheen. It has a really nice highlight on the shoulder. I guess you can too. Like, I can see it in the camera. I'm really hoping it's coming across, but I don't know. I'm interested to see how it looks during the summer when I get home. My hand, however, is like super glowy. And I have quite a few of these at home, which I use in like spring and summer on the shoulders, along the décolleté. Figured I would try this out. I've never done the gold, and looks are deceiving. So it looks like it's gonna be super intense and not pretty on every skin tone. I'm the palest I get because I haven't been tanning and I haven't used my self tanner. So if you're like fair and kind of concerned that this is gonna be too heavy or too dark, it's not. I think that it's very subtle. It does have a glowy effect. The light is just hitting it just right. So nothing to be scared of. Even I think in some of the like deeper tones that they have released in the past, I still feel like they look good on most people, depending on your skin tones. That's just my personal opinion. Now, this collection, I think I picked up the entire collection because there's some things in here like one of the lip kits, which, so there's two of them. There's the Volturi, and then this one, which is Jacob. This lip kit is tan, and I'm not a fan of tan. So I'm like, oh, I must have bought the whole lip, like the whole bundle, because I wouldn't have purchased this otherwise. If I look at it and it's more cost effective to buy the entire collection than just piecemealing it, that's what I'll do. So of course I left them behind me because I did my B-roll. So the tan one, not really my shade. Yes, I showed it in B-roll, but I haven't swatched it. I am probably gonna put this in my giveaway box because I will be doing one for the spring before I leave, because I have I've already started accumulating things even after the winter holiday giveaway. So the box is getting full again already. I will probably in March, the end of March, do the giveaway on one of the videos, and then I will send the box out right before I leave. That way any new items that get shipped here can be put into the giveaway. So stand by for that. If you're not subscribed or anything, subscribe, wait for the giveaway, because like the box I did this last winter was over $1,200 worth of free stuff. The one that I did last year was almost $1,400. There was stuff from Charlotte's Tilbury, Natasha Denona, ColourPop, Glamlight, some skincare. You never know what's going to be in there. But anyways, way off topic. Now, there are also some liquid liners. Or wait, are they liquid liners? These are multi-chrome. Are they shadow sticks? Oh, they're little shadow sticks. So I'll have to swatch those. And then there are also the Super Shock shadows, these two shades. So we need to swatch those. There's the little chromatic red lip gloss, which I think the red lip kit is the one that we're going to be using today, which I don't really wear red lipstick to work, and it's a weekend, so I get to wear civilian attire. And then we have the eyeshadow palette. So the New Moon palette itself has the moon on it, but then when you look at the sleeve, and I do like that they're giving the sleeves, which also has the color story on the back, it has different artwork. So depending on, like, maybe you don't like to keep the sleeves and you throw it away, then you still have this. I didn't like when they would just do the boxes because there's some beautiful artwork on that and I'm throwing it away. I do, however, keep my sleeves. Diving in. There is some artwork on the inside of Bella, Jacob, and Edward. Kind of like the title, the artwork for the books. And then this is the color story. This is very fall vibes. But we're going to dive in. We're going to swatch. It looks like there's two pressed glitters, some shimmers, satins, and matte shade. So let me dive in, see what I want to do, and we will discuss. Okay, you guys, this color story is really pretty, and I was thinking of the other word for it. It's not just fall vibes, it's kind of like the sepia tones that were used for New Moon, where everything just kind of leaned a little more on the brown, neutral tones. Even when you're looking at like the film cover or even this packaging, it's very much brown tones kind of leaning into the sepia filter. I feel like you do get some pops of color with like Bloodsuckers, which is that vibrant red shimmer, and then the shade Adrenaline, that beautiful pressed glitter, is absolutely gorgeous. It has like peachy and yellow tones, and I kind of want to use that today, but I'm also like, too much overkill if I'm using a red lip. I don't know, but I do like that there are a lot of neutral shades in here, something I could use on a daily basis as far as work is concerned, which I'm always looking at when it comes to my palettes, because yes, there's some really colorful ones and I can only use those on the weekends or in the evening after work, whereas my neutral leaning palettes I can reach for more frequently, but for me, I need them to be the right shade. I feel like I could get that in this palette. And even the shade Wolfpack, which looked like it was a pressed glitter, isn't necessarily a pressed glitter. Yes, there's glitter flakes in there, but there's a deeper shimmery satin underneath. I'm very confused by it. It doesn't give like normal pressed glitter because there is shadow pigment to it, not just glitter particles. So I feel like the glitter's a little too much when it comes to work, but I'm wondering if I don't know if I could make it work because it does have blue glitter in there. It's a really pretty champagne shade, but it does have like the blue, and I can see the light playing with them right now. If I wanted to do all matte, I could use the matte neutrals in here for work. Let me prime my eyes, deliberate on what I want to do, and we will dive in. Okay, I think I have a way forward, but I also remembered we forgot to swatch the Super Shock shadows. There are two of them, and then also the chromatic. So this first one is We Won't Bite. It's kind of like a greenish yellow. And then there is the Volturi, which is kind of a red shade. They're kind of creepy, right? Okay, so that's kind of like a matte burgundy, leaning purple. So I figure we'll just swatch those right here. Oh, look how buttery smooth those are. I love the Super Shock shadows. And then we have 3 of the chrome eyeshadow pens. The packaging on these are really pretty. I do love the details that they put into the packaging. Kind of looks like the spines of the book. And as much as I want to keep them, I cannot justify keeping packaging. But they put a lot of detail into it. So this one is It's Always Been Him. This one's kind of like a green shade. Put that in the palm. Right there in the center. It looks like it's green to like a goldish orange. Then we have Vampire Girl. This one looks like it's gold. Ooh, so it's like a bronzy reddish orange. I don't know if these are like the vibe that I'm going for today. I really do like that pressed glitter. And then Wolf Girl. This one is kind of a yellow. I cannot draw a straight line. This one right here. And it looks like it's more yellow gold. Yeah, so the first one is leaning more green, the second one is leaning more orange, and the third one is leaning more yellow gold. Then again, New Moon was October, November, December. And that's actually one of the names of the shades. So if you're talking about time frame of the year is supposed to be taking part, that would make sense that these are the shades that they are choosing to put in there. But looking at these, I don't think any of these 5 are what I want to use today. So we're going to just stick with the eyeshadow palette, see what we can come up with. Okay, so I've already primed my eyes, and I think I have a way forward. So gonna go into the shade You're Sorta Beautiful. It's funny because I read the books and I saw the movies, and I remember some of these sayings, like You're Sorta Beautiful, Bella saying it to, was it Jacob? When he became a wolf. It just, I see them and I was like, okay, I remember. All right, so we're gonna place this in the crease and blend it out. Like, it feels like it just wants to, wherever I put it is where it's staying. It doesn't really want to blend too much, but I'm also not trying to like dip in too heavy. I just want to build it slightly because I do have a darker shade that I want to use. There's a little kick up in the pan, not a big deal, but I know some people don't like kick up. I'm not a fan of hard packed shadows though. I don't think I should have to work that hard to get color payoff. So I don't mind kick up because it helps the next time I dip in. All right, that's what we're starting for now. And then gonna going into Your Everything. A little bit deeper, the darkest brown shade. Soul Reader actually read a little bit more on the purple side, and I didn't realize that when I was looking at the swatches. This one I'm gonna dip right here in the outer V area. I just want to have a good matte base before I use the pressed glitter. And for this being what it looks like with a fluffy crease brush, I can't imagine how dark the payoff is going to be, that like nice chocolatey brown shade with a compacted smudge brush. It's going to just make it more deep, more intense, deepen the intensity. I cannot speak this morning. It is Sunday morning, getting ready for work, and Emily and I just returned last night from Prague. We spent a day and a half there, which was so much fun. I'm gonna dip into Soul Reader. This one I'm just gonna pick up my compacted smudge brush ever so slightly, just deepen up this outer corner. Not necessarily sure that I need it, but we're just gonna dip in twice and just focus it in the outer V. Because I do like how it deepened up here, but I still have the dark chocolate brown. Then I have that tan shade gradient. Those beautiful sepia tones that they... All right, so I'm just pushing a bunch of it forward so that we have some underlying when I do the pressed glitter. Now into the shade Adrenaline. All right, I'm gonna pick that up on my ring finger. Ever so slightly, it is so gorgeous. I know pressed glitters are not everyone's cup of tea. I do like them because they already have a tackiness. It does make it easy. Like, I started right here in the center, and as I moved out and expanded, it just kind of gives like a glitter smattering, and I can see the lime green glitter particles. I can see the orange glitter particles. It's just very beautiful. I am gonna take my little silicone spatula, pick it up ever so slightly, just to finesse that inner corner because my finger wasn't getting right where I wanted it to, so it kind of has like the skipping from my eye crinkles. And now we just filled it in, fixed the gaps, and that is very beautiful. I'm gonna go do this eye, some base products, and I will be back. Okay, now I need to finish off the eyes and diving back in. I'm gonna go back into You're Sorta Beautiful on my little tiny compacted smudge brush. I do like the shade. It has like some red tones to it. And I'm going to use my fluffy crease brush for the outer edge and put some of that back in. Now into Your Everything. This is just going to go in the outer V and then dragged under a little bit. I don't think I'm going to use the darkest shade, which was Soul Reader, only because I don't want it to overpower. So fluffy crease brush, because I'm going to put it right here in the crease area and then drag it under and on top of that dark shade just to give it a good blend and deepen up where I want it. Now, compacted smudge brush for Your Everything right here on the outer edge, just making sure that the pressed glitter didn't go too far over and deepening up that outer V. It's like a full-blown smoky eye going on right now. I really like it. All right, for highlighter for the brow bone and the inner corner, I am just using my Clionadh Cosmetics in the shade Bitter. It's what I have on the cheeks right now, which is really pretty. It's what I took with me to Prague, and it was so gorgeous. There was sunlight in Prague. It was so beautiful out. It's a little bit chilly, but which we're so excited for. All right, I need to go do brows, mascara, liner. I'll be back for lips. Okay, you guys, I did already line my lips because it is the worst thing I try and do on camera. I always have the worst time trying to get them even or lined, and even then I feel like this one's a little off. It's fine. So this is the lippy pencil in Vampire Laws. Kind of a like purpley burgundy. Really like this. It's like a deep wine shade. Now for lipstick, it is Power, trying to read like the small print. So it's Vampire Royalty Power Pout Transfer Proof 8-hour lipstick. That is a lot to put on the bottom of a lipstick tube. And this doesn't even look like it's the same shade. Okay, what the heck is this? So it's ombre affecting when I'm blending my lips together, which I don't hate. So it goes from the purple to the red. It's a really pretty lip combo. And then of course there is the lip gloss. This is in the shade Runs with Vampire. Do I think I need this gloss? Probably not, especially because my hair is down. But we're gonna try it. Ooh, that's pretty. Really pretty, really like this shine. This kind of gives me the vibes of I found Kathleen Lights doing it, but it was someone else's tutorial on TikTok, and she wore like a dark brown lip liner with a red lip liner on the inside, and then a really pretty pale lip gloss, which I have ordered. I'm waiting for it to arrive because Luke is forwarding. But this is really gorgeous. Do I wear this shade to work usually? So I will wear it to work today and see. I'm not usually comfortable wearing a red lip to work, but it's fine. It's fine. You guys are gonna have to let me know your thoughts. This lip combo is stunning. I really like this. And I like that with this lippy pencil, it gives it some dimension. It's not just a flat red, but I really like this. Even with the eyes being as dramatic, I feel like it pulls it all together because it's not like the traditional like light pale cherry red. This has more of depth and dimension with it. I do like this. One thing I'm concerned about is if the lip gloss starts to like bleed and feather. But you guys, let me know your thoughts. Did you pick up this collection? I think it sold out and they're trying to restock it right now. Let me look. Okay, you guys, I'm glad I looked. It's not sold out and it is limited edition. So I'm not sure if they will restock it for a second time, but like I said, right now the full collection's available. It looks like the eyeshadow palette, pretty much everything individually and as a full collection is still available. So they also restocked the original Twilight release. So if maybe you missed that one and you now would just want to pick up both of them, they're both released. Because the original was kind of a cool toned eyeshadow palette, whereas this one's more like sepia. I was trying to think of the word sepia or like fall tones that I really like. Let me know, are you picking up this collection? Did you pick up the last collection? Are you skipping on both of them? Let me know your thoughts, put it in the comments, we'll have that conversation. But you guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell for notifications of new videos. If you like this video, make sure to give a big thumbs up. Until my next video, you guys, bye. I'll see you in the next one.